Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Is whiskey bigger in Texas?
We come out here about 4 years ago.
You married into it.
That's the way you want to put it.
Well, I don't have somewhere to put it.
So I've been kind of avoiding this bottle for a little while now. So I got this bottle from Tower up in Atlanta on a guy's weekend in April. It had all the things that I like. Single barrel, high proof, good store. But I'm like, sometimes these single malts get me, and I've not really had a good experience yet with Texas whiskey. Are there some out there? I'm sure there are some amazing Texas whiskeys out there. I just haven't had that experience yet. So if you guys know some really good Texas whiskeys, bourbons, ryes that I need to try, let me know. So Balcones. I said, well, me and single malt sometimes don't do well. But when I look at this, it kind of has all the markers of things that I like. And I think I put that in my bourbon hunting thing, or how I look for bourbons, or how I met your bourbon, is that there's certain key factors. Is it a story you trust? Yes, I trust Tower. Is it a proof point I like? Yeah, this thing's coming in hot. This one's coming in about 127.8 proof. So right in my wheelhouse of good stuff. I mean, amazing, amazing color on this thing. This thing kind of reminds me of almost like 13th Colony with as dark as it is. But I know that it's a malt. And it's generally they get all their malt from the area where they're going to bottle this at. I think it said it spent at least 51 months in an oak barrel. So I'm interested in trying it out. This will be my first experience with Balcones, so I'm not sure what to expect on this, but we'll see what we got. Like I said, looking at this thing is beautifully colored. I mean, it's almost like a reddish hue in there with the amber, how dark it is. It's very nice. Right off the bat, there's a lot of bananas on this. I get some deep caramel. I get some tobacco on this. This thing has a lot of stuff that I'm liking right off the bat. So I'm almost getting like a chocolate note, kind of like a chocolate banana with a little caramel in there. So the nose is outstanding on this. So I'm really liking this. The oils are just coming down, nice, deep, thick fingers of oil just coming down on it. Super viscous. Definitely liking the way that this looks. Getting some nice oak in there too. So I'm getting this bananas chocolate thing with a little bit of caramel with some oak in there. So getting all kinds of different things going on the nose. Not getting a huge ethanol burn in there. So it's mild on the nose as far as it's just not blowing my nose up with alcohol, which I really appreciate, because I like to drink higher proof things. So looking forward to this. Oh, if you hadn't noticed, got me a tater bottle right here. I'm very excited. So for those that saw a video the other day, I was talking about a smoke wagon rye. It came out at one of our local stores, the Bottle Shop. I'd mentioned I'd missed out on it, was disappointed people were selling it on secondary. When you reached out to me and said, hey, you were able to get 3 bottles, said, I got an extra bottle if you're interested. Got it to me, we traded it out at the price point it was sold at. So appreciate it, Jimmy. Thank you very, very much for that. It means a lot. I can't wait to dig into this. Had a great experience with their Blenders Select the other day. The bottle with the white wax, so I'm interested to see how this compares against that. But we'll get into that sometime later this week. I thought maybe tonight, but I said I've been putting off this Balcones long enough. So let's see what we got. So Jimmy, thank you very much. And I tell you guys this all the time, bourbon hunting. It's the tribe that helps me so much. I can't tell you how many of you have put me onto great bourbons, shared with me great things, and it really has. I'm gonna have to do like a top 10 bourbons that other people showed me about, I guess, at some point. because you guys are amazing. You guys point out some great stuff for me. I just get to sample it and tell you what I think about it. But I truly appreciate that. But let's get back into this Balcones. Still get a little bit of that tobacco on the nose too. So this has got a lot of good things going on here. Let's see what we got. The Texas Whisky gonna change my life here or not? Gosh, this almost has a syrupy smell, quality to it too. I'm feeling the proof on this, but not in a bad way. I'm getting the pepper on the tongue right away. Deep, rich flavor with it. I mean, this almost kind of reminds me of a cigar cut with some of the different deep flavors I'm getting in this. So I'm getting the oak. I'm getting the tobacco. I'm getting like a super rich, almost like a caramel syrupy flavor with it, with some underlying tones of chocolate on it. A lot of neat things going on with this. And I want to say some of the other malts I've had in the past, I'm just not as big a fan on the front, but after they've opened up, I've liked them a lot better. This is a brand new pour. It's opened up for a little bit, but after it opens up, I suspect this is even going to get better. And I really like it at the neck pour. This does have a spicy quality to it too. So you get a sweet, but then kind of savory, spicy note to this. I would say it's kind of like a white pepper. The spice kind of fades kind of quick, but you go from a sweet caramel to almost like a salted caramel a little bit. So you get a lot of different things going on there, and then you get that heavy, I would say heavy tobacco, and then some of the oak char on the back. So this thing has a lot of neat things going on with this. I was really kind of dreading this going into it because I haven't had very good experiences with Texas whiskey, but this one might change my mind here a little bit. Now I'm getting a little bit of a bready note on the back, which I kind of like. It's kind of like a deep, dark. It's not like pumpernickel flavor, but it's kind of got just a deep, earthy, bready taste to it. And this has a wash of almost like a burnt caramel on it now. So this thing kind of evolves a lot, which I really like in a drink. You know, when you get something that you can pull different flavors out. And this has got it's a little bit longer than a medium, not quite a long finish, but I'd say a medium finish with just a little bit extra. I'd say it's a longer of the medium finishes, if that makes sense. But it gives you that good hug in the chest. It's kind of got a coffee note to it too, which I really like. That's where some of the bitterness I get is from this is coming from. This has kind of surprised me. This is a non-chill filtered, non-colored, super dark, single malt, cask strength, store pick, Balcones, single malt. And there's a lot I like about this. You kind of get a little bit of an undertone of, what was the name of that stuff that I used to have? Kind of like a sarsaparilla type of flavor to it too. So this thing's got a lot of different things that even as you chew on it, it kind of comes back to it. So I'm going to have to definitely say, if I'm back in Atlanta, I see another one of these, because they were inexpensive. I want to say it was like $40. And I'm like, you're hitting all my check marks for $40, but I'd have to get another one of these. So if you happen to see one around, like I said, it's kind of one of those people, if you like the darker, richer, deeper flavors, if you like a black licorice or a root beer or a sarsaparilla, when you don't mind the transition from the sweet into something that's a little more savory, something that's got some dryness on the back, this could definitely be your jam. This is something that I could see not drinking every night, but something that I could say, when I want something unusual for a pour, I think I could dig into this. You're kind of getting a deep fig on it now too. So this one's really got a lot of different things going on. I've got some chocolate at one point, got some caramel, got some banana on the nose. I got some oak, I got some tobacco. I'm getting some fig on here. Kind of get some sarsaparilla going on, got some white pepper. So the more I've had on this, the more it just kind of unfolds. Really, I think this is more of a surprise probably than a lot of the other bottles that I've had, just because I think my expectations were very low, and it's actually hitting things pretty high. I'm actually going to have to get this into some other people's hands, and they can just tell me I'm insane, or it was actually a pretty good bottle. But I'm thinking this is a good bottle. Well, Balcones, you've kind of intrigued me now. I've had a lot of new things intrigue me lately. Sagamore Spirit the other day was really good. Love with Smoke Wagon stuff. This Balcones might be one of the ones that I'm going to have to add. I need to explore them a little bit more. So you got some good Texas whiskeys out there. Give me some ideas. I'm interested in trying them out now. You know, I've had some stuff in the past that have just kind of turned me away from them a little bit. But I think this one's bringing me back to the Texas life here. I hope you and your family are having an amazing week. I appreciate all you've done. We're getting closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I absolutely appreciate all the support. I hope you all have an amazing night. God bless.